Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros have signed Cooper Hummel. They also signed Omar Narvaez as well. What's interesting, and these are two former Astros that have been on the team in the last year. Omar never actually played a game for the Astros, but the Astros signed him in June of 2024, shortly after the Mets released him. He never actually played a game for the Astros in 2024. He played 42 games for the Astros AAA squad, the Space Cowboys. He struggled at the plate, but played catcher for the Space Cowboys. But because of his struggles at the plate, never was able to make the roster, especially the fact that the Astros already had a guy at AAA that they'd already, be more comfortable to call up. In Salazar, if anything happened to Caratini or Yanner Diaz. But Cooper Hummel was a guy that played last year. Astros brought him in. He played this year. He played last year in 2024. He actually played this year in spring training. He was a guy that was a candidate to make the roster. And because of how well he had in spring training. He was 12 for 38 in spring training in 17 games, scoring 7 runs. He had a total of 3 RBIs, never actually hit a home run, but 7 walks. Batting average is .316 in spring. He was really good in spring, and he was a candidate to make the roster. Now, the Astros decided to let him go because he could go to another team and try to be effective there. And he gets to the minor leagues. Like, the Yankees picked him up. He played in the minor leagues for the Yankees, and played in the minor leagues in 2000. In 2000. He's already played in 2025 for the Space Cowboys already. Has a walk and is currently 0 for 7. But in 2025 had played 10 games in AAA with the Yankees AAA squad, went 8 for 31 with 1 double, 2 RBIs, 9 walks. He also played for the Baltimore Orioles this year. He played with the Orioles and had only 1 at-bat in this season, struck out in that 1 at-bat. Last year for the Astros, played in 6 games and was 0 for 8. 2022 with the Diamondbacks, he played a total of 66 games and was 31 for 176 with 3 home runs, 17 RBIs, batting average is .180. So look, is he good in what he's been in the major leagues now? But I think what you've seen, what he's done, with spring training last year at the this year with the Astros. Knowing the Astros have an injury problem right now, Chas McCormick, Zach Dezenzo are down. Obviously, Jordan's been down for a while. There are some bats that have not been great. There are some bats that are not even seeing at bats right now. I mean, Shea Whitcomb has been up in the major leagues for over a week now. He only has 1 start. Jacob Melton is a guy the Astros have had to call up, and he hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been amazing. Salazar has been in the major league squad all the way going back to May 3rd when Yordan Alvarez got put on the injured list and has not started in 1 game and he only has a total of 3 at-bats so far this season with this Astros squad, and those are all in blowout losses or wins. The 11-1 win against the A's and the 2 blowout losses against the Rays are the only time Salazar has played. So you've got Whitcomb and Salazar, 2 guys have barely played. Melton has been starting almost every game, but that's because this team is that shorthanded right now. He hasn't done too great. So if you want to give another guy a chance, Cooper Hummel could be a guy that you give a chance to, but he's going to have to start hitting the ball better in Sugarland before that happens, because 2 games so far he's played, he's over 7. But definitely could get hot potentially. Let me know your thoughts on the signing in the comment section, and peace out.